Welcome into Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And on the mound today, Matthew Liberatore. What should we keep an eye on here?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Ready to go now, and the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. And we're underway from St. Louis. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball one.
Liberatore, 26 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. Swings through him for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, Singy, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Now, to me, Boog, it shows the managers trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing. But that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
Jackson Merrill, batting with one down, takes a strike. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Flashes the leather on the running catch. 2 down.
Batting third baseman.
Here's Machado.
Hey!
Two down, nobody on. The lefty ready, and a 1-1.
That's ball 2.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Makes a nice running catch. And that is that. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. Back after this on the show. Back here at Busch Stadium. And on the mound for San Diego in this one, Michael King. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
J.J. Weatherholt leading things off and takes a strike. On the ground, handled by Machado. One gone, bottom half of the first. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. If they're struggling with it, I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
bunting for a hit. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
Man at first, Alec Burleson now at the plate. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. And a foul ball. Oh, 1 down. That one fouled off. Man at first, 1 away. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Here's the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Now a quick throw to first. And he's back in there. To the right side, Cronenworth. To first, that's a very athletic play.
Batting fourth, designated hitter, Ivan Herrera.
And now it's Ivan Herrera.
Off the plate, ball 1.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Runner at second, 2 down. And there's a strike. Just missed.
Down.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Man at second, and that drops in for a strike. Got him swinging. That's the inning. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. Back here in St. Louis, here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Ramon Laureano. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Fouled off down the right side. And a 1-1.
Nope, upstairs.
Out towards right center field. Scott on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Ty France.
Next for the Padres, Ty France. Swing and a ball lifted left field. 2 down.
Batting fifth, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Here comes X to the plate. Ball
Nope,
one low.
that's a ball. Ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Snags it on the run, and that is that. So they make short work of him there. Down to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in St. Louis, bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Nolan Gorman. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Late with the swing there. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
Got it. 1 down.
Batting sixth, right fielder,
Jordan Walker will hit next. Nothing here in the bottom of the second.
Nope, outside.
I think
That's
it's
in.
very
Ball
important
2.
to establish the inside part of the plate early. It sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Catcher challenge. Will take another look. Pretty close, but it was a ball. So that removes their last challenge. Two and one now. Foul ball there. The 2-2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. That K is his third of the game.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Now the left fielder, Nathan Church. That's in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. And that's in for a strike. 0-2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Chop to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at Busch
Leading
Stadium.
off for the
Now it's the
Padres.
second baseman,
Second
Jake
baseman,
Cronenworth.
Jake Cronenworth.
On the ground, right side. Burleson takes it himself. One pitch and one out.
Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
Here's Miguel Andujar. That keeps the zone, and it's 0-1.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
The 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Top of the third, no score. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Batting ninth, catcher, Freddie Fermin.
Freddie Fermin, the next to hit.
Aye.
Two down, nobody on. That clips the corner.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt. That's a
ball.
really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Here's a 1-2.
Ball, that's
Really
out.
good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Struck him out swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. 9 straight retired here to start the game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. As we go to the last of the third. And now the Cardinals catcher, Pedro Pajes. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. Stays alive. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-2.
Did he go?
Tries to hold up, appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing.
Center fielder, Victor Scott, the second.
Victor Scott digs in now. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Next offer in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Jackknifes out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
One, 2 now.
Ball. That's down.
Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. In the dirt, he picks it. And that's a great play.
Up next for the Cardinals, second baseman, J.J.
This is such a difficult play for third baseman, Chris. A sliding stop and worthy of another look with StatCast.
Oh, I'll tell you, man, I'm frustrated if I'm the one hustling down the line the whole time, thinking I've got a knock and going to beat the throw, and then, boom, you hear the ball hit the mid, and you're out. That's just a great stop and great throw.
J.J. Weatherholt next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
Yeah.
And the 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Here's the swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Cardinals, the short
Mason Wynn now at the plate. Quick toss to first.
He's good.
And he's back in safely.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
That's a ball.
Just a slow ground ball this time. Cronenworth there with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. So one left for the Cardinals. Still no score. Back here in St. Louis, up now the Padre leadoff man, Fernando Tatis Jr. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
There's a strike.
Two.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. So 2 strikes on Tatis. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Ball that's outside.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Next for the Padres, Jackson Merrill. Fly to left his first time. Yeah, that's fouled off. The Padres still looking for their first hit in this one. Strike 2.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Ball 1.
This one in the air right field. That's out number 2.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Manny Machado up to the plate. He's 0 for 1.
Ball 1. Ball, that's inside.
Two down, nobody on.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
That one in for a strike. 2-2. A changeup missing, and the count is filled up. And that one misses outside. It's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game. Laureano comes up to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That one kicks away from the catcher. Throws to second. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. On to the bottom of the 4th now. Still with no score. Bottom of the 4th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson. Out to short. On to France. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Cardinals, designated hitter, Ivan.
Next is the designated hitter, Ivan Herrera. Struck out swinging his first time. Herrera, 25 years old, and he was born in Panama. Comes up empty. Fastball right back to the mound. On to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Good onside run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Now the third baseman, Nolan Gorman. His first at bat was a strikeout. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one 95 to finish him off. Through 4, still tied. Zip, zip. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Ramon Laureano.
You know, these Padres just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Here's a 2-0. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls. Line drive. And there's one down.
Next to the Padres, first baseman, Ty France.
Ty France, the next up for the Padres. Fly to left his first time.
Yep, that ball went out.
There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. See you later. He circles the bases. The Padres score first. It's 1-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
One down, and the batter will be Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 1 so far.
0-1.
And the 1-0.
Hey! That's a ball.
One out, base is empty, and a run in. And we're at the top of the 5th. Just
Ball,
missed.
that's outside.
Fouled off left side. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Base knock, center field. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Oh, that's out.
In the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Bogaerts, the base runner at first with 1 out. Step off, throw to first.
No, he's
Bogaerts
safe.
dives back.
Nope, inside, ball 2. Hey!
Runner takes off. This one in the air. Pajes settles under it. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Padres, the designated hitter, Miguel.
Now the
Andujar.
DH for the Padres, Miguel Andujar. Struck out swinging his first time.
That's outside.
And now
Ball
2-0.
2.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Inside,
inside.
just missed. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Next pitch in for a strike. Full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
That was pretty nasty. The Padres get one back thanks to the solo home run. It's now 1-0.
Screw up your face 'cause the baseline dog bouncing the beat right farther.
We head to the bottom of the fifth, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Walker. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Laureano moving under this one. One away.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
And up next for St. Louis, Nathan Church. Grounded out his first time.
Ball one.
The 1-0.
That's ball two.
Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Fouls one off. 2-2. That one missed. Fights it off. He'll see another. Payoff pitch. Good job to fight that one off. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Battling here as he fouls it away. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Here's the catcher, Pedro Paez. Struck out swinging his first time. Quick move to first, and he's back in on a dive. Here comes the 0-1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
1 at second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Padres 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moments so far. Freddie Fermin getting ready to hit.
Catcher, Freddie Fermin.
Ball.
Bullpen action for the Cardinals. Ryan Fernandez, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Stanek also throwing.
Aye.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 1-2.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
That
Ball
one almost
3.
got him. Gets a piece and stays alive. Payoff pitch. And he walked him. And after that long battle, he's aboard representing the tying run.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. Fernando Tatis Jr. the next to hit. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second. There in plenty of time. He's caught stealing.
Such a quick and fast swing of emotions right there. You get the runner on with the walk, which is great, but then picks a bad pitch to go on, and you just erase the free pass that you were issued. I understand you want to be aggressive. You want to try to get in the scoring position, but you just have to be a little smarter there.
Out towards right center field. Scott settles underneath it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Padres. Center fielder.
Next for the Padres, Jackson Merrill. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Bounce to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Padres go down quietly, but they still lead it 1-0. Well, we go bottom 6, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on. When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Ball.
The 1-1. And that is out of play. The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
No, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
He's 1 for 2 so far in his debut.
First big league game, check. First hit, check. First multi-hit game, that would be nice. We'll see.
Now the 0-1. And a foul ball. That one almost got him. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The Redbirds trailing by a run here in the bottom of the 6th.
Ball, that's out.
That one
Ball,
almost
that's
got him.
inside.
And a payoff pitch. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Now the number 2 hitter, Mason Wynn, 1 for 2. This to third, handled by Machado. Throws across the diamond, 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Fernandez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game, and now it's Manny Machado.
Manny Machado.
This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. He sends it out of here, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Here's Ramon Laureano.
Ball 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The 1-0. Fernandez in his 2nd season. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
The 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's the first down. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
So digging in, Ty France. He's already homered here in this one. That one hammered, but pulled foul. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7.
Ball.
That's off the inside corner.
Inside.
Ball 3.
Right there for a strike. 3-1 count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get-me-over breaking ball to bring the count full.
Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
Bella finds the corner, and that is strike 1. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Ball 1 to Bogaerts.
Ball upstairs.
Goes down looking. Padres draw closer on the long ball. And it's 2-zip. Bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson. Nice grab. Over to first. In the dirt. Great pick. Got him. What a play.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Ivan Herrera.
Ball 1.
The Cards down by a pair here at the bottom of the 7th.
Ball, that's in.
Swing and a ball popped up. Cronenworth takes it in for the out. Out number 2.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're high level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
Gorman up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
2-0. And
ball
another ball.
inside.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Here's a 3-0. And there's the automatic. The 3-1. Right through there for a strike. Stays alive. Payoff pitch. And there's ball four. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that'll bring the tying run to the plate. So all eyes on the man coming to the dish right now.
Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Mason Miller, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Morejon warming up as well. Gorman, the runner at first with 2 gone.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Strike 2. Swing and a ground ball, and that chance handled to first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Michael King out of the game. Really solid performance out of him as he leaves with a slim lead. We'll take a break. New arm when we get back. Adrian Morejon gets the call from the pen.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
First and second, 2 outs. Nathan Church digs in now. Two aboard, 2 outs. Swing and a ball popped in the air. But
that's a foul ball.
Foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two on, 2 outs. Two. And that's downstairs and outside. Pedro Pajes in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Got him swinging. So the Cards strand a couple. They trail things here 2-0. Back here in St. Louis, we go to the 8th. Jake Cronenworth now at the plate. That one
that's out.
outside. 2-1.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
And now it's even up. That one just misses. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. One down. Miguel Andujar, the next up for the Padres.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. It gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
That's a ball.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Set down on strikes, and that's 4 strikeouts.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Ryan Fernandez is done. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Righty reliever out of the pen, number 67. He's into the game with the bases empty. Freddie Fermin will hit next. He is struck out and he is walked.
Hey.
Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 8th. Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're up 2-0. Bottom of the 8th. And now the Cardinals catcher, Pedro Pajes. Line to left.
Nope.
And
Foul
ball.
You know, these Cards, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Almost got him. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 1-2. This one in the air right field. Tatis really on his horse for it. Grabs it on the run. And there's one down.
Up next for the Cardinals, center fielder
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Check swing.
Oh, that pitch is out.
No appeal. And that is ball 1.
Ball 2.
Morejon, an all-star a season ago. He features a sinker, a slider, a changeup, a cutter, and he works in a four-seamer. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. On the ground to third. Throws to first in time.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
So back to the top of the order. Now J.J. Weatherholt. He's 1 for 3. Picked up his first major league hit earlier.
Well, there's no time for him to be reflective right now, but you know he will be later on. The pressure's off a little bit with that first knock out of the way, though.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen.
Oh, this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
The 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Cardinals trailing by 2 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And they'll do it again. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They're still down. It's 2-0. All set to start the 9th in this one. Up now, the Padre leadoff man, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Yeah.
And the 0-1.
Nope. Outside.
Way out front for strike 2.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. 0 for 3 in this one.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Next
Ball
pitch is
2.
downstairs.
Hey.
Late swing, foul to the left. Two now, and there's a ball. Payoff pitch. Struck him out looking.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in the lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the #3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Out to short. Gets it to first. Machado out on the play. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing there for the Friars, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Mason Miller.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
The shortstop takes the ball. Miller, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup.
The only way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Pitch misses there. And now 3-1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Payoff pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The kick, the 3-2. That's to third, handled by Machado. Over to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Next for the Cardinals, first baseman
Alec Burleson getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. Fastball for a strike.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
0-1.
Nope.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. That's inside.
That's inside.
He was looking for some firewood right there. I tell you what, if you're not out in front, swing at that pitch, you'll be looking for a new bat.
Now all even up. Swings and misses. And they're down to their last out.
I'll see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Herrera stands in now, looks at that one inside. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Two down, nobody on. That one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Nolan Gorman next up for the Cardinals. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. That one misses. That's 5 straight. The tying run at the plate. They're down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Great pitcher's duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game. And for these pitchers, it really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun one to watch.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Tú eres todo lo que quiero yo. Para calmar la sed, no, mejor ser por su boquita, amor. Las tentaciones así como tú, eres sin pecados como yo. Ay, si tú quieres, solo dálalo. Tú sabes que no va a decir que no. Ay, tienes la magia, tú sí tienes una que a mí me encanta, me enloquece. Fue amor a primera vista cuando bailabas así, por el cuellito. Sé que te encanta, te enloquece. La plena. Oye, lo que pasa es que desde que vi tu cara me enamoro de ti. Todo es que tú tienes no sé qué. Siento que te pasa lo mismo cuando te miro. Que dices si no a ver el amanecer. Te digo y luego viene y me vamos a vernos luego. Si no te gusta que vienes al diablo y lo embobo. Vaya parcerita país y yo costeño coleto. En una baldosa pa' hablarte claro, cero mensaje. Se sabe que tú eres puro veneno. Ay, tienes la magia, tú sí tienes uno que a mí me encanta, me enloquece. Fue amor a primera vista cuando bailabas así, por el cuellito. Sé que te encanta, te enloquece. Sé que te encanta, te enloquece. Y a veces sé que te encanta, te enloquece. La plena. Sé que te encanta, te enloquece. Obi on the Rasta drums. Yo tono, W sound. Ah, yeah. Alright. down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way. Don't ask for all your things back, cussing out my name, yeah, just to go and take back what you say. Burn all the bridges, don't ask forgiveness, walk away like I'm someone you hate. Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way.
If it's over, it's over, so just don't act like my love wasn't nothing. Like I wasn't the one you was holding that night, telling all of your secrets and hugging. Guess you right, it's too good to be true. What's the point? All I needed was you. But time after time, I just fussing and fighting. It's time that you do what you do. And it's cool. Mama said it was fish in the sea. I got lost in the pool. Knew it was coming. I watched how you move. How you turn your back on me and leave me to lose. Remember the text, how you said that you do. Said that you never leave. We would fight till it's due. But as it went on, I was fighting for you. Said the text turned green. Why the f it ain't blue? Guess you done and I get it. Said you stay and you wanted my name and you left. So I'm guessing that you never meant it. Said you try and hold on cause the love was so strong. Now I'm standing alone in this kitchen. Singing sad songs, but I'm knowing that this don't last long. If you leaving, then leave cause your bag's gone. But just know you can never come back home.
Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way. Don't ask for all your things back, cussing out my name, yeah, just to go and take back what you say. Burn all the bridges, don't ask forgiveness, walk away like I'm someone you hate. Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way.
If you say that you done it, no take back. Said you fell out of love and I hate that. But see me, I was stuck like a really full of it. Somehow I can't shake back. When you walked out that door, I was hurting. All the dreams in my head, you was perfect. You remember the very first time that we chilled and I reached for your hand where the nerves at. Time to pass, that's what it do. It be times I be sick sitting thinking about you. It was death do its part. You gave me the blue, really played with my heart. Left me lost and confused. I was fair game, but you made it the rules. On my heart, left a scar and a bruise. Hope that you can stand on all that you did. I'm done, y'all finally through.
Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way. Don't ask for all your things back, cussing out my name, yeah, just to go and take back what you say. Burn all the bridges, don't ask forgiveness, walk away like I'm someone you hate. Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way.
Qué bonito está el cielo que a mí me tapa. Y esa brisa de diciembre que entra por la casa. Qué sabrosa es la sal del mar de mi playa. Que aunque no tiene tren, su sierra es nevada.
Donde me pega el sol en la piel, de los sueños que nunca desperté, la de la foto en el atardecer, y ahora regreso pa' volverte a ver.
De la esquina del barrio bailando en la fiesta.
Oye, Nita,
donde todo el mundo con la puerta abierta. No hay invierno ni primavera.
es verano la vida entera.
Cuando el mango se cae en la casa floresta.
Un bañito de lluvia, una fruta fresca. ¿Quién quiere mango, biche y raspado con cola? Aquí todas las tristezas se van con la sola. Yo crecí viendo el atardecer como nunca los he vuelto a ver, y aprendí a ser feliz viviendo en el ahora. Porque el Caribe se envuelve en mi ser, y si es posible volver a nacer, escogería este lugar, su color y su aroma.
Y en una esquina del barrio bailando champeta, comiendo butifarra hasta que amanezca. No hay invierno ni primavera.
Es verano la vida entera.
Cuando el mango se cae en la casa floresta.
Un bañito de lluvia, una fruta fresca. Un día tuve que marcharme de la Samaria, y el mundo no era lo mismo lejos de allí. Y aunque lo quiso el destino, yo lo he burlado, nunca me fui. No importa dónde estuviera, no importa con quién estaba, no importa lo que pasara, yo era de aquí.
Se envuelve en mi ser, y si tuviera que volver a nacer, escogería este lugar, escogería aquí y ahora. Yo soy de aquí, yo soy de aquí. Aquí nací, aquí crecí. Yo soy de aquí, yo soy de aquí. Aquí nací, aquí crecí.
Someone call the paramedic, I'm on fire. We don't get together, then we all die. They ain't feeling sympathetic for the small guy. I don't think I'ma regret it when the cars fly. Ain't nothing really like it used to. Wake the neighbors up like a rooster. It's a booster, help me see the future. I believe in karma, so let's do some. I know you cooped up. I know that LA running, I'll call a Uber. I know that LA weather got you confused, but when you walk in my house, pick your shoes up. I let my hang, I let my chain swing. I'm on a 101, my we're doing the same thing. I need a 101 on how I'm supposed to maintain. I need a lane change. Wait, it's all good. Credit, I make you come and get it. All kings either get rings or all things are either rich or indebted. What's the cost of me running out of options? If I don't get deposit, there won't be nothing positive from it. You could play your life in the sky till you plummet. With the ice in your eye, till you rise to the summit. She gon' put it right outside when I want it. I be thinking about the last time that she done it. Can't be having nothing on your mind when I'm on it. You be making sunrise like a morning. I'm tryna get tongue-tied with you more often. It's a vibe when I'm honest. Can't be looking at life through a closed off lens. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, going crazy on the daily. I don't see a reason why the I should stop now. Thought I was at the bottom. How you think I feel on top now? How you think I feel? Magnificent. Universe wrote my song, I'm just ad-living it. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Nah, I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Yeah. Big poppin', I realize I'm the gift, so this year I ain't going Christmas shopping. I've been hearing ching off and the smooth slick Rick talking. He burnt out, 50 million for the catalog I turned down. I'm making money every second, you should learn how. These puppies barking out a wolf, but I turn around, swinging like the first round. Even in the 12th, got myself rich, took the fan with me. Always the reality would turn into my fantasy. Want a chance with me, so she holler in the man city. Baby, no humanity, now you can't get it. going crazy on the daily. I don't see a reason why the I should stop now. Thought it was the at the bottom. How you think I feel on top now? How you think I feel? Magnificent. Universe wrote my song, I'm just ad-libbing it. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Nah, I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Let me talk to you. I ain't trying to do too much. I'm trying to stay tapped in. Chasing you up, I don't need distractions. Connected, I'm obsessed with manifesting. The guest list, I'm only worried about my checklist. Probably spent 6 on my family's expenses. Money made the memory, so I do not regret. Feeling like I'm God's best investment. I don't got no time to pass it. Paris Fashion Week, they asking me if we can who the best is. What's the metric? Yes, it's me. Going crazy on the daily. I don't see a reason why the I should stop now. Thought it was the bottom. How you think I feel on top now? How you think I feel? Magnificent. Universe wrote my song, I'm just ad-libbing it. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Nah, I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much.
Why you not here with me? Can you break bread with me? Why you switch phone numbers like clothes? Why you can't answer me? Cause I got more. Why you not here with me? Can you break bread with me? Why you switch phone numbers like clothes? Why you can't answer me? Cause I got more. Yes, I moved my shorty from Florida to Hollywood. Some gold, look big on me. Got some goals, it's a list on me. Yellow, I'm rich, I fucking roll. Then the strobe playing tricks on me. The stones hitting different, you supposed to be f***ing me. No, they from Tiffany. Keep my name out your mouth like some wisdom teeth. You wonder why I'm not there with you. I ain't answered my phone in so long. Why you not here with me? Can you break bread with me? Why you switch phone numbers like clothes? Why you can't answer me? Cause I got more. Why you not here with me? Can you break bread with me? Why you switch phone numbers like clothes? Why you can't answer me? Cause I got more coming. And yes, I'm Mula Shawty from Raleigh. She been all of my business as of late. I got rich so fast they won't just break, can't catch a break. And yes, I know you tired of hating, I'm tired of staring at your face. And if I retaliate, we can go tit for tat today. That's on my mama, that's on Big Sean, that's on Lil A from FLA. Out here in LA, trying to make shake, trying to rap this case. That's a whole 120K to the magistrate for my parents' sake. And you still talking about sharing cake. Why you not here with me? Can you break bread with me? Why you switch phone numbers like clothes? Why you can't answer me? Cause I got more. Why you not here with me? Can you break bread with me? Why you switch phone numbers like clothes? Why you can't answer me? Cause I got more coming. Can you break bread with me? Break bread with me? Can you break bread with me? Break bread with me?
Todo esto lo tuve que sudar, nunca tuve tiempo para dudar. Vicioso me volví adicto a ganar. Tantas W que ya ni sé cómo perder. 100 por 35 no me voy a mudar. Si yo gano todos ganamos, eso es plural. Me dicen el chef que no para de cocinar, porque todo el mundo tiene que comer. Si cobro no todo vamos a cobrar. Estuve abajo, me patearon, no me voy a olvidar. perder. Firme con mi pie plantado, yo nunca me voy a arrodillar. No te escucho, dilo con el pecho si me vas a hablar. No te escucho, dilo con el pecho, estás hablando con el voz. Estamos saltándonos aquí, los platos dan pa' dos. Si la prendo molotov, man, estamos aquí, todos los míos están on go. Todos los míos on go. Ellos me ven de frente sonriendo, pero sé que están odiando, ándolo. Todos los míos on go. Todos los míos on go. Me ven de frente y dan la mano, pero sé que están odiando, ándolo. Tanto a mí, tengo un problema, Otani. Yo no me viro ni me doblo, origami. Mi cuello está chili, Pablo Chile, paloma mami. Triste ver a alguien que puso a comer, puesto pa' mí. Pero estoy tranquilo con las dos cerezas. Todos aportan, si quieren comer, pues tráete algo a la mesa. Gasto dinero y no mi tiempo, que eso no regresa. Disney backstage, creo que vi a Mickey ponerse la cabeza. Top boy, estoy con mis dos boys en London, Elian y esa. Subway, tengo la salsa como una milanesa. Ponche, tengo los ponches, Tyson con la derecha. Shoje, yo me siento Tani con todos estos ponches. Esto lo tuve que sudar, yeah. Nunca tuve tiempo pa' dudar. Vicioso me volví adicto a ganar. Tantas W que ya ni sé cómo perder. 100 por 35 no me voy a mudar. Si yo gano, todos ganamos, eso es plural. Me dicen el chef que no para de cocinar, porque todo el mundo tiene que comer.
What a feeling, getting that money. Here I go, coming live again from the home of the drag races. Let me add, cops never had braces. But that right there is another page, we'll turn that later on. I ain't got nothing but a few minutes here, let me bring y'all to my home. First let's stop by the candy store, but then shop for a bag of treats. It ain't California, but it's Carolina, never tastes bad to me. And I guarantee you when the session ends, we'll need us some need. So I take it down to the chicken coop, the best in the southeast. Get a quarter dog and them potato rounds, I bet you would like it. Or the fried fish and a couple shrimp, you can taste the town when you bite it. If you don't keep it moving after all this food, you will lay it down with the itis. And I got plenty much more to show, throw the plates away, let's fight it. Hit my line, pull up on me, hop in, ride out, like this, crank the window, pit stop, hop out, hit the block, say what's up, put some in the wind, to the crib, rest up, wake up, do it again. Hit my line.
Does anybody know? Does anybody know that girl of mine? Anybody seen her? Has she gone away? If anybody talk to her, please send her my way. Yeah, yeah.
She was hanging around with some other lover within the town. Or maybe it's a rumor. People telling a lie. No, maybe she's not for some other guy. I gotta know right away, 'cause I can't spend another day. Yeah. Does anybody know? Does anybody know where my baby is? Does anybody know? Does anybody know where my baby is?
Now from downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next. And towing the slab for the Cleveland Guardians, Tanner Bybee.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And we're underway in Cleveland.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Bybee in his 4th year, 27 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2021. 2-0.
Frank, woo!
Just missed. Swing and a ball popped up. Ramirez under it. Takes it in for the out. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Kyle Tucker at the plate now. That's ball 1. That one catches the zone, and the count is 1-2. Tucker wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and the strike call will stand. Still one challenge left for them. The 1-2. And there's a ball. Just underway here in Cleveland. And there's ball 4.
Take your base.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
So, man aboard. Mookie digs in here. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's Freddie Freeman now.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
2 on, 1 out.
Yes.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And fouled off. Good eye in that spot.
That's a really good take.
Will Smith in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Payoff pitch. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Here comes a 3-2. In the air, right field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners.
That is it. The catcher, Will Smith.
Will Smith to the plate.
Oh.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Fastball for a strike at 95.
That's a ball.
Two on, 2 outs. Fouls away the first offering. First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. Can't get there. 1 run will score. Now he launches a throw over his head. It's low and gets away.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
So runner at second, 2 down. Max Muncy at the dish. This guy with light tower power. There's a strike. Man at second.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
That's the ball.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Runner at second, 2 down. And now it's 3-2, and this is a good example of the type of at-bat that Muncy can deliver. Fights it off, you'll see another. Payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Hey!
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. inning over, and it could have been worse. But they'll pick up a couple of runs here, both coming on this two-run double. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back now at Progressive Field. And on the hill in this one, Shohei Ohtani. What do you look for here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Stephen Kwan leading things off and takes a strike. That one at triple digits.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Here's the Guardians lineup now. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
Sliced hard but foul. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, I've always said it's tough. An elevated fastball you see so well, hard to lay off of. Well, when you're talking about 100 miles per hour, chances of catching up are next to none. So you see that one just blown right by him. I think you're going to have to start a lot earlier if you're going to catch up to that speed.
Jose Ramirez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Two down, nobody on. Close, but called a ball. And 1-1. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball, and that got him.
That hit him. Take your base.
Batting fourth, the first baseman,
Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. Check swing called strike. Strike one. Ripped, but it curls foul. Ramirez off of first with 2 away. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Guardians lead 1. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in Cleveland, top of the second, Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Next pitch is outside. To third. And it stays fair. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting ninth, the second baseman,
Alex Freeland steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And the 0-1. Chop back up the middle. Fires to first on the run. Yeah. Nicely done for the out.
Up next from Dodgers, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
It was a bang-bang play at first, Singy, so let's take another look at the throw that made it possible to get the out.
No doubt that 85-mile-per-hour heater was the difference on this play, according to StatCast, and it looked like a blur going across the infield from up here, and they just got the out.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Shohei Ohtani will hit next. He popped out his first time. And there's a foul ball. One out and a runner at second here at the top of the second.
Nope, ball one.
Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes they'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Man at second.
Oh.
Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's the second out. Here's Kyle Tucker. He walked and came around to score his first time up. That one is absolutely belted. And that's a foul ball. Man on second, 2 down.
That's the ball.
Just missed. Next offering is down low.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one finds the zone, and the count's full.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance, works the walk. Here's Mookie Betts now. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact the game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
Oh.
Huh. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. This one in the air, center field. Quan under it, and that's the 3rd out. 2 left on. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Guardians nothing. Bottom half of inning number 2. Stepping up for the Guardians, Rhys Hoskins. He is very much a typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Now the 0-1. That one ripped, but foul. Swing and a ball popped in the air out to shallow center. Brings it in. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 6, the right fielder,
And up next for Cleveland, Chase DeLauder.
Great, woo!
The 0-1.
No,
it's a tough
that's the
pitch,
ball.
but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it. That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Too low, and it's ball 3. In the air, left field. Hernandez settles under this one, and there's 2 away.
Batting 7, the shortstop,
Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. First offering way inside, almost got him.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
2 down, nobody on. And another ball. That one misses. Ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Right through there for a strike. Foul ball. Three-2 now. Got him swinging. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Here in Cleveland, new inning getting started. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Ball 2.
That one missed.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Hauls it in for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers, the catcher, Will.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. The batter now will be Will Smith. He drove in 2 with a double his first time up.
Hey!
That catches the zone for a strike. 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count 1-2.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
1-2 now.
Whoa.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, the third baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
2 down, bases empty. Max Muncy getting ready to hit. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate.
Oh!
Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? 2 down, nobody on.
In an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Flips it too late, and the runner is safe, and the misplay costs him.
The left fielder,
and now Teoscar Hernandez
struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And first offering is fouled off. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Hard hit left side. That ends the inning. 1 left for LA. They're up 2-0. Bottom of the inning, stepping up for the Guardians, Bo Naylor. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Oh.
That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2. Way inside, gets out of the way. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here's Brian Rocchio. That one ran inside, almost got him. The 1-1.
Oh.
And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Full count now. Looked like a strike to me. And here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Here's the center fielder, Stephen Kwan. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
That's the ball.
Tapped softly on the ground. Betts whips it to first. And that is the inning. Guardians go down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. On to the fourth, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Padres.
Andy Padres.
Paz, 25 years old, and he was born in Cuba. The 1-0. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He muscles that one out of here. And they tack one on the board. It's 3-0.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Here's the second baseman, Alex Freeland. Grounded out his first time up. And that one fouled off.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
The 0-1. And a foul ball. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Set down on strikes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
So back to the top of the order. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off. Movement in the bullpen. Number 41. The rookie right-hander is getting loose. Holderman getting loose as well. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Chopper right side. And that's just foul. Line drive, base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. Shohei on the go, and this one squirts away from the catcher. And now a man into scoring position. Man at second. Ripped towards third. Ramirez sends it to first, and Tucker is retired.
Up next for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Mookie.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tanner Bybee gives way, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment. 1 into the game.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Mookie to hit. 1 for 2.
If you're trying to keep the line moving, this is the guy you want at the plate. Such a good hitter. Can also flash some power.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Man on second, 2 down. Hit on the ground to short. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Dodgers claw back a bit with this homer. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. Bottom of the 4th, stepping up for the Guardians, Angel Martinez.
Number 1, Angel Martinez.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
You know, these Guardians, just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
Left field. Fair ball. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Guardians, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Man at first, next to hit, Jose Ramirez. He was plunked in his first trip to the plate. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
0-1 now. Fastball for a strike. Martinez aboard here at first with nobody out. That one way inside. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. Oh, that plunked him.
That got him.
And
Thank
that's now twice he's been hitting this one. First and second, no outs. Kyle Mansarda digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And a foul ball. Ohtani, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. That one lifted to left. Hernandez on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
2 aboard with 1 out. Rhys Hoskins now at the plate. He's 0 for 1.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
The 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. stays alive. Two on, one out. Now this one gets away from the catcher. To third, save. And now second and third with one gone. So on the wild pitch, two guys advance.
With two on and one out, you're just hoping you can get a double play ball to get yourself out of the inning. But now you've really got some work to do. Need a big strikeout here.
Second and third, one away. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fouls it back with two strikes. No question about this one. It's out of here. That one felt good, and they tie it up. It's 3-3. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the batsman buried it out of here.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Chase DeLauder digs in now.
No, that's high.
And the 1-0. Out to short. Betts up with it on the run. Throw to first. Throw not in time, and he's safe.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the night.
Go ahead run on base. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. Ball one there. Man at first, one away.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stand on that double play.
In the dirt. The 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there. Just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. Went down on strikes his first time through. DeLauder leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Now a quick throw to first. DeLauder back on a dive. And the 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Hit weakly on the ground. They take the force out, third out, and that ends the frame. Guardians put up 3 on this home. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Back here in Cleveland, all set for the start of the inning. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Oh!
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2. Got him swinging. Had him out front for strike 3.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is fouled back. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Just missing there. Ball 1.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
The 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
2-2. That one missed. And down on strikes. 2 away now.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Now it's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. Two down, nobody on, and a swing and a miss.
Oh.
Here's a 1-2. Got him looking, and he strikes out the side in the 5th. Halfway home, tied at 3. Back now at Progressive Field, stepping up for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Guardians, the center fielder, Stephen.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stephen Kwan will hit next. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Will Klein, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Henriquez also getting ready.
Foul through.
On the ground, right side, Freeland. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along, 2 quick outs.
Up next for the Guardians, the left fielder, number 1.
Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. That's in there, and it's 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Ball
really
inside.
Good take, especially with 2 strikes.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And that is that. Guardians fail to score. 5 innings complete, all tied 3-3. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. So digging in, Teoscar Hernandez.
The left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
You know, these Dodgers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
The 0-1.
That's off the corner.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at-bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Fouled off left side. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
That one fouled off. Yo, 1. There's the strike. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Up next to the Dodgers, the second baseman, Alex.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Alex Freeland.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Ball outside.
And he takes a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. On to the bottom of inning number 6. Tied 3 apiece.
Now pitching for
back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Will Klein. Three, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Here's Jose Ramirez. Right through there for a strike. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Tanner Scott, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Vesia warming up as well. That one's in there. 0-2 now.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Got him looking. And there's 1 down.
Oh, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off of his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Kyle Mansardo. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Oh, and 2 now. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beatings.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Hoskins in the box again, takes a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning. Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
counter for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Struck him out swinging. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. 6 innings are in the books. Score holds at 3-3. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Eric Sabrowski.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. 1 for 3.
He's a big, strong guy. Can untie this game with one swing.
Jackknifes out of the way.
Oh, the adrenaline's pumping right there. Pretty good fastball. Unfortunately, it got away from him. He's going to have to corral things a little bit.
The lefty, the 1-0. Foul ball there. The 1-1 is fouled off. Out towards right center field. DeLauder has a beat on it. And there's one down.
Up next is Dodgers, the right fielder.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. He's 0 for 1.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good. He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. The lefty ready and a 1-1. Sliced hard but foul down the left side. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Here's a 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called 3rd strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Here's Betts. Check swing, and he went 0-1. Two down, nobody on, and that is out of play. Betts hanging in there. He's a tough at bat. Swing, and he breaks his back. in plenty of time to first, out number 3. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Guardians 3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tanner Scott.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Chase DeLauder getting ready to hit.
The right fielder,
Nope. Oh, one.
Here's a 1-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. There's the strike.
No.
Scott measures 6 feet even, 31 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2014. Trying to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Stays alive. And a ball and 2 strikes. Got him. Now 2 out.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Next to hit, Bo Naylor. The 0-1. And there's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Go ahead run on base. Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. A switch hitter batting right.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate. If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
And another ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
A changeup missing, and now 3-0.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
So now 2 on and 2 outs. And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base. Steven Kwan stepping in now for a critical at bat. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that may
struck him out looking. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. Guardians strand a couple, so no change in the score. It's 3-3. We go to the 8th. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Freddie Freeman.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Popped up. 1 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, the catcher, Will.
And next for L.A., Will Smith.
So he came out clutch earlier in this ball game and really just needs to take the same approach. Think hard right back up the middle.
Tap foul at the plate. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Cade Smith, the closer, is getting loose. Armstrong getting cranked up as well. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Carrying well. And it's off the wall. Go ahead run into scoring position as he stops at second.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Here's Muncy to hit.
Ball, hot.
Man at second.
No, that's a ball.
And a 2-1 on the way. Swings through that one out in front that time. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. And I'll tell you, this whole crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Eric Sabrowski will depart, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Sean Armstrong. Now at the plate, Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 3 in this one. Right through there for a strike. Go ahead run at second, and we're at the top of the 8th. Fouled off. He was late.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Alex Vesia. Stepping in, Angel Martinez.
The left fielder, number 1, Angel Martinez.
Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Jack Dreyer up and loosening in the pen. Two down. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Liner snagged it first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Now it's Jose Ramirez.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against it.
Swing and a foul out of play. Breaking ball inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
That misses, and the count is 3-1. Kyle Manzardo in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out of the slider, and there's 2 gone.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
Now here is Kyle Manzardo. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. 2 down, nobody on. That's in there. And the count is 0-2.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Guardians go down in order. Score remains tied at 3. All set to start the 9th in this one. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. This one in the air, center field. Kwan under this one. And there's one away.
Up next to the Dodgers, the second baseman, Alex Freeland.
Now it's the second baseman, Alex Freeland. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. And a strike in there. Inside, almost got him. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Sets him down on strikes.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Here's Ohtani.
Hey! No, that's a ball.
Out to center. Kwan should have this one. And that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. All tied up at 3 apiece. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Jack Dreyer. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. He's already homered here in this one.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Way out front for strike 2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Back-to-back curveballs and back-to-back whiffs. And I tell you what, that's having a feel for what you can beat a hitter with. And clearly, he wasn't picking up that breaking ball at all.
So up next, Chase DeLauder. Just missed. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. So they're now out of challenges. The 1-0. And there's the strike. DeLauder wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. flips the corner. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
And up next for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
Hey!
2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9.
Oh.
Next offering in there for a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Trying to send this to extra innings. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. Still tied 3-3. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Cade Smith. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Kyle Tucker getting ready to hit. Man at second, nobody out. And Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
Man at second. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single.
Ball 3.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Mookie Betts digging in a huge spot. Known for his late inning heroics. Check swing, and he went 0-1. The Dodgers with the go-ahead run standing at second here in extra innings. Now a pop-up on the infield. And that is a big first out.
Up next for the Dodgers, the first baseman, number 5, Freddie.
Clutch situation, and here comes one of the best hitters in these spots, Freddie Freeman. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, the catcher, Will Smith.
At the plate, Will Smith.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
That's in there. That's strike 1.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
2 on, 2 outs. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Guardians 3. On to the bottom of the 10th. Stepping up for the Guardians, Bo Naylor.
That's the ball.
One now.
Ball 2.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Brings it in. 1 up, 1 down.
And he looked a little tentative on that swing. Almost like he didn't get pitch recognition. And tried to slow his back down just to make contact. I'd rather see a guy swing through it instead of making weak contact and put it in play. Have another pitch where maybe he can drive out of the ballpark.
Here's the second baseman, Brian Rocchio. Just missed. The winning run on second base.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. Outside, and now 3-0.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls, so that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
And ball 4 to aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
First and second, 1 out. Stephen Kwan, the next to hit. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Kwan thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call will stand. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Two on, 1 out. To the right side. The flip. There's one.
No, he's
to
out.
First, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Jack Dreyer won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. New arm out of the bullpen, Edgardo Henriquez. Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. And fouled off. Winning run at third, 2 down. In the dirt, but no advance from the runners. That's to third. Muncy. They get the force, and we're headed to the 11th. So they strand a pair. We push on to the 11th. All tied up at 3 apiece. Here in Cleveland, on to extra innings. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Nope, that's low. Ball.
And there's a ball.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Teoscar Hernandez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Man at second. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And here comes Teoscar Hernandez for a critical at bat. In the air, right field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And now a wide throw to third.
Good read there at second base to move up to third. Now it's a lot easier to get that run in with one away.
Andy Pajes will hit next. He's already homered in this game.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
2 on, 1 out. Yeah, that's fouled off. Pitch misses there. Ball 2. Ground ball, could be 2. Feed to second, that's 1, and that's 2.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
Back here in Cleveland, we're in extras here. Jose Ramirez now at the plate. That one at triple digits. Now he's challenging the called strike. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep their remaining challenge. And a 1-1. Backed off the plate that time. That misses. They're down 3-1.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And a hitter's count.
The 3-1. Right through there for his strike. This one popped up. Muncy under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Guardians, the first baseman, number 9, Kyle.
So now with one away and a man at second, Kyle Manzardo getting ready to hit. That one well upstairs. Ball 1. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
The 1-1. Oh, great stop. Throw to first. In the dirt, he picks it. And that's a great play.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And that's in for a strike. Man on second, 2 down. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Guardians 3. Back now, and we're in extras. A new arm on the mound here in the top half of the inning. Matt Vesta. They know. Leading off, Alex Freeland. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, and he's grounded out. Late swing, foul to the left. Man at second. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
It's been a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Swings and misses, struck him out. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. Go-ahead run on base. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Tim Herron, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. The Dodgers with the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're deep into extras. Next pitch misses. Ball 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Got him swinging for the K. And up next for Los Angeles, Kyle Tucker.
This is a big spot for a big-time player.
And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Up the middle. Dives, but it's off his glove. The throw is late, and that leaves him with runners at first and third after a tricky play.
No, that at-bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. Really important at-bat coming up now.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0. The Dodgers with the go-ahead run in third. Here deep into extra innings. Fouls away the first off three. Two on, 2 outs. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. This one in the air, center field. And that's the third out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Blake Trinan. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Chase DeLauder digs in now. That's in there. That is strike 2.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
That's off the mark, and the count 1-2. Laser to the gap should score the run. Around third. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Guardians win it in 12.
You know, he had to feel the pressure. Winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
Score a 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Sciambi. We'll see you soon.
Footsteps through the dark, the colors shaping amazing display, but aurora's not as bright as your smile beneath the light of distant stars. The faintest traces that Jay left to paint and memorize that I kept. Forget the nights that I spent thinking that I could never believe in something cynical.
Don't jump up to this non-stop turn and twist. Out of his mercy, what's the done of a guan? Here, bunch of man. Me all a walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money, girl, tell me where you get it from. Knock on your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in, me have the thing where you are waiting. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money, girl, how will you get it from? Knock on your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in, why? Would you be would be more than dead to take your hand and lead you to the promised land? Me 20-foot dive on, all you got to do is be true, so let's go respond. Satisfy your emotion. Hotter for the press, instantly she was. She no old and tough, and she no got time no rust. looks like she never get a cut. Instant expand up that to all and pull up. Giddy up me, I forget to ease a mouse. Think I walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of body can tell me where you get it from. Now find your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in me everything, but no man at all, you know look for them way. You look good enough against no matter what I can say. Put on your clothes, it's like a display. Man, I swear and I steer about night and day. Would you be my honey and the woman they say? We can just smile on her face and say, she want a man for do the work, not one for play. I'm a rattan man, she says she want one for stay. I'm would you wanna walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of body, girl, tell me where you get it from. Knock by your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in, me got the thing where you want wait man. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of body, girl, how where you get it from?